What's going on, blade lovers on YouTube? OG Blades back with you once again with an interesting review today. What's going on? We've got both Tenable and Kansept on the table today. And look at the length of these boxes. Those must be really big folders or fixed blades. As you may or may not know, Tenable is part of Kansept. They are the budget line of Kansept. And today we're going to be looking at the Tenable, which is less than half the price of the same Kansept. Now, normally I don't do both at once, but what Tenable's been doing is budget versions of Kansept designs, just about exact clones in more budget-friendly materials. So if you like the Kansept knife and you don't want to spend that much money, you can buy the Tenable. So let's see what we've got here going on the end labels. There is the Luccio, which means pike fish, by the way, by Bolt Vision. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the designer in a moment. They're both exactly 3.81-inch blades. And we've got one in 14C and one in S35VN. All right, I'm going to put the boxes aside. They were just kind of representing what I'm going to show you right now. And what I'm going to show you right now, sorry for the clatter, reaching over on another table, I'm going to show you these two fixed blades together because they are the same fixed blade. Yes, they are. The Luccio. So very quickly, the Luccio, let's pull them out. Kydex sheaths with sort of a tech lock, kind of the half-size tech lock, whatever they're calling that. I'll get into that in a little bit. I don't want to get off on a tangent just as I'm starting. Give you a little close-up view while I talk to you about Artur Szuta from Poland. And the Luccio in Italian means pike fish. So he's into like these predatory, and I think pike is a sort of predatory fish that may feed on other fish. There's a lot of fish that feed on other fish. And he kind of specializes in designs from nature. So we're going to be talking about both of these knives pretty much together. They are the same knife, same exact dimensions, but we've got a higher class sort of materials here. Let's take a look at this one first. As they said, 3.1-inch blade, that might be the cutting edge because it seems to be just a tiny bit longer than that, but we'll measure it up. On this one, we've got a beautiful titanium handle, and I seldom have seen on fixed blades titanium handles, but it's a beautiful bead blast titanium handle held in with these hex screws, appear to be a T8. Nice sculpting on the handles here and very comfortable to hold with some very nice fine jimping that works. Your thumb won't slide on that. And the blade is what we'd sort of call certainly a harpoon because of the milled out lower portion here and the raised forward portion with a swedge. Really nice satin finish on this S35VN blade. So we got S35 and we have titanium for a handle. Again, really comfortable. I can stretch my thumb all the way out there. It gives me a nice platform for the thumb if you like this for your push cuts. Not really calling these tactical blades. He sees them as, or I should say that Kansept and Tenable are selling them kind of like outdoors and survival sort of a knife. Certainly, you can employ this as a EDC knife. Might be just a little on the larger side, but we'll get some dimensions on it in a minute. But here's the Tenable. Now, this is running about $130, and that's going to vary depending upon discounts and so forth that you might use at different websites. And this one, even though carbon fiber is running about $58, $60, so less than half for the Tenable. And we've got a really rich, nice carbon fiber. It is a true carbon fiber through and through. It is not just a layer of carbon fiber, because you can see, hopefully you can see, the fiber in the spine portion there of the handle scales. Same exact knife, less than half the price. So you like this one, you don't want to pay extra for the titanium and the S35. Here you've got 14C, okay? Same exact knife. In fact, I think it's going to end up being a little bit lighter, but we're going to do the dimensional specs first, and we're going to use the Tenable, and the overall is 8¼ slightly less, and I'm getting, they're saying 3.81. That's probably down here. Yeah, 3.81 on the cutting edge. If you go to that little forward nub of the handle, it's more like 3¾ so it's actually shorter this distance than it is down here. So actual blade sticking out from the end of the handle, 3¾ let me get, yeah, okay. In inches, we've got a pretty slim handle, 0.48. And a blade, fairly thin blade stock, 0.11, which is in millimeters, 2.9 millimeters. And here's where we're going to use both knives for the weight, because I believe we're going to see a variance. Okay, so knife only, no sheath, for the Tenable is 3.68 ounces, fairly light. What have we got on the Kansept? Oh, almost an ounce heavier, 4.77. So we've got the same blade stock, I believe. Let's see, blade stock, 2.9. 2.9, yep. Exactly the same blade stock, but an ounce heavier. Why? Because of the titanium. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, carbon fiber is going to be light. You can feel the difference. You can. Weighing up the Tenable with the sheath, we've got 5.8 ounces, no sheath, 3.6. So you wouldn't think the sheath would be that heavy. Just for what the heck's, well, it's a 2.2 ounce sheath. A lot of you guys are going to want to remove this tech lock sort of affair here. You push it, it unlocks, snap it down. Usually you slide this over. Is there another way of locking it? Maybe not, huh? Maybe not. Usually this guy here will slide to lock it, but that's not moving. So we're going to say that that's your unlock and your lock, and that's it. Now, talking about the sheaths, and they are identical, near as I can tell, because the knife dimension is going to be the same. At first, they weren't locking in too well, and I did reach out to Tenable and Kansept and say, hey, I'm having a hard time fitting that knife in there. Let's see if this one's the same. Yeah, see, that's a little snugger. Yep. So this sheath, whichever knife it came with, does seem to be a little better fit and actually fits the Tenable a little better than the Kansept. You know, they're just not really snapping in the way I like to feel a Kydex sheath snap in. Now, it might be a very easy job for you to take a heat gun, warm this up, soften it up, push the knife in, squeeze it around it, and get a better fit. Kansept and Tenable don't do too many fixed blade knives, but I do have the Corvid S here by Kansept. Look at that guy. Fixed blade cleaver, much in line with their the rest of their Corvid series, which is by Koch Tools design. That snaps in nicely. So yeah, they know how to make a sheath. I'm not sure what happened with the exact fit on these guys, but again, could be these are early runs and that they will catch it and improve it. It's not totally bad. It's not like the knife won't fit in there. Here's a Civivi Tamashi designed by the venerable Bob Truzzola, and I have yet to find a Civivi sheath that, wrong sheath, don't want to do that, that doesn't have that beautiful snap-in, lock-in fit. I'm not comparing these against any custom knives today because they're a whole different breed and there's more attention spent to final fit and finish. Not that these are in any way bad knives. These are, I don't even want to say that in a sentence. These are great knives. While I'm saying that, I'm giving you my honest opinion on them. They were provided by both Tenable and Kansept, and I thank those companies for sending them along so that I can show you and kind of talk about the ins and outs and the ups and downs and all of that good kind of stuff. Let's see if we can back out a little bit and get you the whole knife. Yeah, we can do that. I like the design. It is a very functional design and it's a cool looking design. We've got a nice belly there. I'm going to see if I can grab a piece of paper that isn't too badly shredded up. And that's a beautiful edge on the Tenable and equally nice edge on the Kansept. So yeah, doing something a little different with both knives at once, but I thought it was kind of silly to do independent reviews on knives that are essentially the same knife in different materials by the budget company, Tenable, and the higher end company, Kansept. But I don't think you can go wrong. If you don't want to spend a lot, go with the Tenable. And look, we're getting carbon fiber, real deal carbon fiber. It is coming in a few other handle materials, and I'm going to give you that, give you the link to Kansept and even perhaps to White Mountain if they've got them. These are new releases. I haven't seen too many reviews on them yet. Very glad that you're joining me to take a look at them. There's my logo for the parting shot. And you're going to see that logo over here. And if you click on it right now, you'll be brought to a link where you can subscribe to my channel. Hope you do. And you'll be notified every time there is a new knife review. You be well, take care, and thanks for joining me. Enjoy.